Welcome back to 3 News at 5. Amid pro-Palestine and anti-Israel protests that spread across college campuses, Congress is taking steps for the first time toward defining anti-Semitism.
Brandon Lewis from our National Verified team explains what this could mean and why it's so controversial.
Israel-Hamas war enters its 8th month. Students at dozens of colleges nationwide are protesting against Israel or in support of Palestine, and some are calling those protests anti-Semitic. Now, the House of Representatives has passed the Antisemitism Awareness Act. The bill prompted an uproar online because it uses the definition of anti-Semitism from the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, which says certain perceptions, rhetoric, or physical acts directed at Jewish people, property, or facilities are anti-Semitic. Some people on the right say the bill limits their religious freedoms, and some on the left say it limits their free speech. So we're going to verify 3 claims using these sources. First, some people claim this bill creates a new definition of anti-Semitism. But is that true? The bill adopts the definition of anti-Semitism created in 2016 by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. While this would codify the definition into federal law, we found it isn't the first time the government has used the alliance's definition. In 2019, then-President Donald Trump signed an executive order to combat anti-Semitism and told federal agencies to consider the same definition while investigating civil rights violations. In fact, more than 30 states already use it as a legal definition, so this claim goes in the false column. Next, some First Amendment advocates and other critics of the bill are claiming it bans all criticism of Israel. So we looked through the definition and found it draws a distinction between Jewish people and Israel, noting that it is anti-Semitic to hold Jews collectively responsible for actions of the State of Israel. But criticism of Israel, similar to that leveled of any other country, cannot be regarded as anti-Semitic. So this claim is also false. Finally, some posts say this bill would ban the Bible, but the bill's author disagrees. These claims need context. The bill's definition references the theory that Jesus was killed by Jews as an example of anti-Semitism. For centuries, Christian leaders, particularly from the Catholic Church, supported this claim. Then, in 1965, the Vatican officially rejected the theory, and Pope Benedict XVI later personally exonerated Jews. Some factions of other Christian denominations still teach this theory and could be impacted by this bill. The Antisemitism Awareness Act now heads to the Senate, where it faces an uncertain future. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.